Woo! I am feeling so damn good.
If you ain't redlining, you ain't headlining.
Ben, are you ready for the finals here?
Absolutely, I'm ready to get this thing popping off right here. And there's the green light for him. Up over the hill, a little bit sideways. Kai is just taking it out on him.
Daddy's not going to be mad about that one.
Heading to the finish line. Look at him go. Appalachian Dream's going to move on. Who's going to take that one, Spence? Oh, my God.
And this is literally anyone's game.
Kyle's going to come out of the pit first, and he's going to take the win. Kyle Seesaw goes upside down. One more notch for the highlight reel. It looks like Smash Squad's actually going to pull this off.
Yeah, he has definitely earned that bridesmaid nickname that we've given him over the last couple of weeks. Always and never the bride, though. Hopefully this week he can turn it around.
You do not want to count out the Canadian Canucker because he will just sneak up on you out of nowhere.
Oh no! Lomas gets into the wall and he is upside down. Oh my God, I've never seen a truck flip that much.
Everyone is going to be getting a stocking stuffer for Christmas. It's going to be a $5 Arby's gift card. There you go.
Heard it here first. Everybody that is watching.
Not everybody. Oh. No, I can't afford that.
Trying to fill up the space of two people with one person is, you know, should ask my baby mama about that. Anyways, maybe he was looking down in the floorboard trying to get the beer cans out from under the gas pedal and just missed the light. I don't know what's going on.
He says I jinxed him. I think he was just proving my point.
Here comes the boss out here on the floor. Everybody needs to straighten up and act like they know what they're doing. Up over the pyramid. Mothman's got slight control. Mothman flips it over forward. Hold on to it, Kyle. Oh.
She's still golden. She's still golden. She's still going.
Oh, it's hurt though.
Oh my goodness. Violent impact by a tire. Don't give him too much credit. Flynn Rivera rolls it over. So this is going to be a good one. Definitely going to be one for the highlight reel for sure.
As he blows the greenhorn, completely sends it over the last jump, and that thing is worth absolutely nothing now. I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of explaining to do to Bobcat Designs over there.
As far as
nope, that's going to be it right there. Look at that. Eli's going to take home the win.
Oh, I'll be there. And hey, before I go, everybody watching the stream, if you have, you can go play with this amazing mod over at BeamMotorsports.com, the one and only housing for this mod. Recently just got an update. If y'all haven't been over there to play with it yet, go give it a shot.
While the East Coast is blanketed under snow and ice, we're out here on the West Coast at the home of the Black Bears, Grayson Bennett Stadium, for a special presentation of the Community Clash. It's the Beam Motorsports Winter Nationals.
Woo! I am feeling so damn good.
I am your host, Benjamin Butler. With me always is Austin Spence. And Austin, this is going to be an absolutely crazy night tonight.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we've got some of the biggest and craziest competitors that we have had all season long, plus some faces you may not have seen throughout the season for Community Clash, including yours truly. I was able to go in the back, kind of dust off some of the dirt, Motor City Man, bring it out to this beautiful stadium, and we're just going to have a ball. We're going to have a ton of fun. There's no points, but anybody that competed or did any kind of qualifying for any of the Community Clash events this season is eligible to come on out and throw down and see who is the best of the best. And Ben, it is absolutely insane. We're not doing 2-wide standard side-by-side racing. We're not mixing up with 3-wide. We've got 4 trucks, side-by-side, nonstop, mudslinging, car crushing, monster truck action. This is going to be tons of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a harkening back to the old days. I mean,
TNT had the Dallas 3-wide. Well, Beam Motorsports, we kicked it up one more notch. This is going to be absolutely insanity here tonight, watching these guys put down some spectacular runs. My biggest concern with looking at the track is the short shutdown area these guys are going to have to contend with.
Hey, we don't have to worry about that, man. As you can see, looking around this beautiful stadium here that is the Mall House, Beacon Fidelity has got us covered in case there is any issues whatsoever with any of these competitors getting out of the way. And as you can tell, also in the shutdown area, we made sure that nobody was sitting up there because we want to make sure in case a truck does happen to go haywire, flip around, go up in the stands, which if you are a monster truck fan,
Woo! I am feeling so
in virtual side of things as well. Regardless, we are covered, and this is going to be a ton of fun, but this is absolutely a driver's course. It's all about keeping momentum. You're starting off with that little roller hill all the way to the right, followed by a small little stack of 3 cars, and then you've got the world-famous no man's land where you have to get that truck under control, line up straight, and you got to fly across that final set of cars, get to the finish, and like we said, this is a 4-wide event. If you have paid attention to anything that is drag racing, especially in the NHRA where they run a 4-wide event, basically, normally throughout these other brackets, we're going to have the top 2 move on to the next round. But because of how this bracket is set up, Ben, we also have a loser's bracket. This is going to be a double elimination event. So just because they get knocked out in the first round doesn't mean that they are done yet, which leaves a lot of room for potential mishaps and comebacks for this event here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's all kinds of action-packed stuff. A lot of storylines are going to create themselves throughout the night. And as everything we do really with Beam Motorsports, it's all live here tonight. So I'm really excited. And now I know you got some racing to do, so I'm going to let you go on down there and get strapped into Motor City Madman and get ready for this initial run. Now, the special thing about this initial run right here is that it's kind of like the last 4 in for the March Madness tournament. You got 2 teams that are going to play. Well, in this case, you got 4 trucks that are going to play in for 1 slot that's left in the main field. So we're going to get to see that one here first. So I'm going to let you head on down to the track and get some stuff ready to go. So it's going to be me up here by myself for a little bit. Really looking forward to seeing what these guys can get done out here on this huge stadium floor. We're so thankful for Grayson Bennett Stadium for allowing us the Black Ridge University Black Bears. It's a stadium out on the West Coast. That's all I pretty much know about it. They told me where it was and told me to go there. So we're going to get moving here with the first run here. We got coming to the track. It's the boss man. It's going to be Josh McClung in Iron Rose. This is a beautiful square body Chevy. Been putting a lot of work in trying to get this thing all set up right. And there's my guy Austin Spence, Motor City Madman, coming out online. And got Dylan Usey going to be running the Monster Mash truck. And we're waiting on one more truck to come flying around the corner here. This is going to be one of our rookie drivers. This is going to be Michael Afton. Going to be driving Crusader if he can get his stuff together. Iron Rose is going to move into the staging lanes first. He is ready to battle here tonight. Really hoping to see Josh McClung do some good work this evening. He's made it a couple of rounds throughout the community class, but it's been a struggle for him trying to get the handle on this brand new Iron Rose truck. A very beautiful truck, a tribute to one of his, almost like a daughter. And we got Austin Spence moving up in Motor City Madman. This is also another one of the Retro Revolution trucks. So he's been around with us for a little while. He does some pretty good work, and he also does some great commentary work with me up here in the booth. We got one we haven't really seen before, Michael Afton. I'm not really sure where he's from, but he's driving the Crusader truck. It's one of the trucks that qualified for the event. The driver for Crusader couldn't show tonight for some reason, didn't even tell us why, so he's here on the track. And we also got Monster Mash over there about ready to throw it down. Here we go, 4-wide Thunder from Grayson Bennett Stadium. And there's the green light right there. Them boys are off and running. Motor City Madman is putting it down. I don't know what happened to the other ones. Motor City Madman's going to take the win, and he's going to move into that extra slot. Iron Rose put up a good fight. I don't know what happened to the other two fellas over there. This one's in all kinds of trouble. Now these guys are going to move off to the pit area and get ready for the next battle. But man, that was an intro. I wonder what happened over there. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they couldn't see the light or something of that nature, but we're going to have to move on to the next run here. Man, Spence.
What happened? Did I win?
Man,
I didn't get a call at all.
Oh, man, you took the win on that one. That was a clear-cut win for you. You won that one by about almost a truck length over Iron Rose. I don't know exactly what happened to the other guys over there.
Yeah, right now the tech official, Rudd, our good buddy that's, been running Community Clash all season long. He's been doing a great lane. Like, as soon as we got to the end, we kind of heard him over the radio just asking what happened over in the right two lanes. Didn't get a clear call, but I saw, our good buddy Josh McClung and Bobcat. He was struggling a little bit over that first little hump, but as soon as I got in the no man's land, I put the hammer down and off she went. But that shutdown area, that is no joke. Like, as soon as I crossed the line, I had to get on the brakes because I was worried I was going to have too much to go into the wall.
Yeah, it looked a little tricky down there. I was hoping that you would get it woed up just in time, and that sled sitting there is kind of a nerve-wracking little piece, isn't it?
Just a little bit, man. That sled, like, I definitely don't want to hit it. That's just unfortunate for how it is. I'm not sure when I'm going to be coming in for the next bracket, but hey, if I got the win, I'm here for it.
Great running. So the next little pairing we got here, we got Eli, our second in points, runner-up to the champion, North Star Nomad, Dominator 2, and Beach Party are all going to be heading to the line here shortly.
Seems like they're trying to get communications going on with Dominator right now. But Ben, let's talk a little bit about this venue. So a lot of people are probably asking, man, what is this map based off of? This is actually a complete ground-up build by our good buddy, and I know you guys are probably sick of us hearing us talk about him so much, is Bobcat Designs. He went in and looked at a bunch of different college venues, kind of took some other, existing venues, kind of like UTEP over there at El Paso, and then obviously the Great World Final Stadium, and it's like, we want a big, wide open college track. And this is what he came up with. I love the bowl design. I love that we kind of went to a more outdoorsy type feel. And the fact that this is a complete ground-up build, this isn't an existing model anywhere, is truly remarkable. I absolutely love the amount of dedication that Bobcat Designs and Josh McClung put into this venue.
Now we got a handful of them have rolled up to the staging lines, but looks like
they're doing the best they can, for sure. Poor Rudd, he's got to stage every single one of these trucks individually, and what he's doing, he's going down the line. So what we're doing here is we got lane number 1 closest to us here, where Beach Party is rolling up on the hill. That is lane 1, and then going all the way down to lane number 4. And Rudd is trying to line up each individual truck by themselves, one at a time. And as soon as he gets down to the 4th one, everyone's ready. Wait for the lights. Green means go. And hey, it is anyone's ball game right then and there. But I got to say, top 2 for this race, Ben, I got to go with that North Star Nomad. And obviously, you said it, second in points, Eli. I think Eli is going to come out of this race on top.
Yeah, that's a pretty good observation. Eli puts down a lot of power to the ground, and his suspension work is next to none against the rest of this competition out here. But I heard Beach Party, when we do the next series of the Community Clash, will be jumping over into his own truck. Something about the last air or the next air or something like that. I heard grumblings in the pit area. And, of course, old Mr. Reliable, Dominic Hocutt over there, and Dominator 2 from Smithfield made every single one of our Community Clash events. We'd like to really thank him for continued support for what we're doing. And then you got the North Star Nomad sitting over there, sponsored by Grain Belt, some kind of beer from my understanding. I'm not much of a drinker, so we got
After this night, you just might be, but the light is green. Green is go, and both trucks I called from the get-go are battling it out. Eli and oh no, Nomad is up and on his wheels, broke a tire off.
That's going to move Beach Party into that slot. All he had to do was hold it together and take it a little bit easy. And these two right here on the right side of the track, we're starting to see a little bit of a maybe a jinx or a hex or something over there on the far side of the track, because the only two to complete that one basically were Beach Party and TMNT. I mean, Dominator finished the race, but he's struggling something awful. Got a little bit of damage to the bed of the truck, so that means he popped a wheelie at some point. And North Star Nomad, once again, Lynn Rivera on their head out here at Grayson Bennett Stadium.
You hate to see it, because I know Lynn Rivera was talking up so much about North Star Nomad having a completely new, different setup, new design, everything going into this event. So you kind of hate to see it that they get knocked out early. But they got plenty of time, because we got to go over to the losers bracket. So Lynn Rivera might have just enough time to try to get that truck repaired, put back in shape. It looks like it was just the lug studs that may have broken off the wheels there. But once we get an official word from our tech official, we'll see if Lynn Rivera will be able to come back for the second round for, eliminations.
Yeah, I've been having a little bit of trouble with my new software program that I'm using to run the stream. I'm still trying to learn all the buttons and what they do. So, I thought I had the bugs worked out. So if you see a couple little issues or whatever with the stream, you know exactly what's going on, at least on my end of things. But
people can still see what's going on, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm making sure. I'm doing my best over here. I got a lot of stuff going on in front of me, trying to keep all four trucks, give them all their shine and everything that we need to do. So I'm looking at the next set of pairings, or I don't even know if you'd call this a set. I guess you could call it a set. You got Bradley Shaw, our Monster Truck Canucker and Smash Squad, Joe Lobus in Pasture Pounder, Xander Drack running in. Oh, nope, that's not Xander Drack. Hold on a second. Oh, that's right. This is my buddy right here. So he has been officially kicked off the Mountain State Motorsports team and was forced to go get his own truck. This is Mad Viking in the Silver Bullet out of Denver, Colorado.
Oh, man. Bobcat finally dropped the hammer on Mad Viking, huh? He's like, you know what? I'm not funding your broken trucks anymore. You got to go run your own thing. Love to see he's got his own identity. And looky here. Old Mr. Mopar Man himself, Gibbs running Axeman. I'm not going to lie, Ben. This lineup here, this might be a close one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Gibbs is pretty good with those straight line courses, and all of these competitors were extremely good throughout the season. This is some of our regulars right here, so we might see an absolute throwdown right here to see who can move on in the winners bracket. And the good thing about this is none of them are really losers, because they all get another shot at it regardless.
We're all winners here at Beam Motorsports. Love to see it. Well, it looks like Rudd's got all the boys staged, making sure he's doing a light check. And once the ambers are lit, boys are ready, waiting for the green light, and here we go.
Gibbs off to a big start there. Wheels up over to the thing. There we go. It's going to be Joe Lobus.
Joe Lobus and Bradshaw with the 1 and 2, and Silver Bullet. Well, it's a good thing everything is coming out of his pocket, because he decided to go end over end. But hey, on the bright side, he at least made it across the line.
Absolutely. He'll be able to bring that back. He can pound that thing out in the pits back there and put a little bit of extra work in and get over in the losers bracket and be able to come back for the next go around. But Gibbs put off a strong charge immediately, just jumped out of the hole, and I thought maybe he might have had something for the other two guys, but wasn't meant to be on this go around.
No, but I got to give props to both Joe Lobus and our boy, the Monster Truck Canucker, Bradshaw. They both had those trucks dialed up, and they've been some of our best competitors all year round. So we'll see what those guys are going to have moving on to the next round. But like we said, Silver Bullet, Mad Viking, and Gibbs, they're going to be coming back in the losers bracket. So they're not completely out yet. They still got one more life to live left still in tonight's bracket and racing festivities. This is going to be interesting night tonight, Ben.
Oh, absolutely. Our next set of competitors is going to be another good one. Going to have the Mothman, Chris Gosler from Lakeland, Florida, Kai and the Everett Skybolt. There's another good one there. This should be a good battle. He's out of Everett, Washington. The War Stallion, not the War Pony. Solomon Grundy done added some stuff to his truck. It's the War Stallion from Ponsford, Minnesota. And Howler, it's Andrew Drack from Lima, Ohio. So these guys right here should be able to put on a super shot to see what we got going on and who can move on to the next round.
Oh man, dude, this War Stallion truck is something else. This is a really unique look. I love to see this. It's got the bed topper, old square body Chevrolet with a skeleton and a horse on the side. This is a unique looking truck. I like what Solomon Grundy has done with this thing. You know, he hasn't been able to really come out and really lay it down as far as a lot of wins, but, you know, when it comes to Solomon Grundy, he is one of those guys where it's like, you know, he may not come out and win, but he's at least consistent. And with having a double elimination bracket, we'll see if he'll be able to come out on top here, because we've got 3 of our hard chargers here. Everett Skybolt, Kai, obviously the Howler, and then obviously our good buddy Chris Gosler and the Mothman. These guys are known for being hard chargers and having fast trucks, but they live by the slogan checkers or wreckers. And obviously we can tell from previous events and previous runs here, Ben, that seems to be everybody's attitude. Everyone wants to go for broke and go for the win, the big win here.
And Xander Drack is kind of playing some mind games up here at the line, trying to make sure that this truck is completely lined up as straight as he wants it. And I'm not exactly sure if that's going to help him in this kind of environment. I mean, it's pretty much floor it and hold it straight if you can.
And Ben, this is good. Ambers are lit. Oh no, Solomon Grundy jumped a little bit there, and War Stallion, sorry. And it looks like it's going to be Chris
Gosler.
Tire,
Oh!
Everett Skybolt. Oh no, we got 2 trucks over.
Couldn't hold it together on the brakes a little bit too hard. It looked like Solomon Grundy got over into his competitor's lane a little bit and had to slam on the brakes. And when he slammed on the brakes, absolutely destroyed the truck and flipped it over. And Howler tried to keep away from the wall and play and keep away with the wall. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose when it comes to that kind of thing.
Gotta know when to hold them.
Yeah, exactly.
Know when to fold them. Sorry. But, man, like I said, everyone was going to go for broke, but it looked like in the beginning of that race, Solomon Grundy had a little bit of a jump there with War Stallion, and he kind of wanted to correct himself, but when he went to try and like get back and correct himself, it was already too late. Light was already lit, and he was just along for the ride that round. But he will be able to come back around, same with Everett Skybolt. But congratulations to Chris Gosler. And
you're heading back out onto the track, buddy. So we're gonna have to see what you
I need
can
to hurry
do.
on down there.
All right, I'll take it easy. All right, so we got that matchup that we were looking at the very first run of the night, where Motor City Madman took the win on that one. He's going to move up into the second round, or technically the first round bracket. This is the first part of the first round bracket. So it's going to be Whiskey Maneuver. The champ is here. It's going to be Jonathan Robinson. Going to be taking on Violent Impact. And, oh, okay. Let me see something real quick. I'm going to drag the Canucker on down here. What's going on, Bradshaw?
Yep. Hey, you know what? All season, Spence has been talking smack while he's been up here in the booth. While I've been driving, it's time for the other way around, fella.
All righty. So you got Power Surge and Cryo Wolf and Motor City Madman. Austin Spence is going to give it another go here and see if he can continue on in the competition or have to go over into the losers bracket. But this right here, this one might be worth the price of admission here. What do you think, Brad?
You know, this track is, very technical. In my first round race there, getting over that hump, that's going to be the game changer in this track. If you can get over that smoothly and get yourself straight and set up for the next 2 car sets, it's anybody's race. But in this one, I got to go for my boy Jonathan Robinson in Whiskey Maneuver. The champ. That's who I'm choosing for this race. And Spence, sorry, but I got to choose my boy.
Well, I will say we're ready for a highlight reel for sure, because none of these guys have actually seen this track until they actually loaded into it. We wanted nobody to have any practice of this. We wanted you to be able to look at the track and make your adjustments, and that's what you're stuck with. So Kyle Seasock has not seen this track, and usually that doesn't do anybody any good, especially when he comes flying over that last set of cars. There's a big wall, and it comes up really fast.
Well, here we go, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jonathan Robinson, dominating performance right there. Oh, we have somebody in the wall.
And, of course, Kyle Seasock into the wall. He got a little bit squirrely coming over the first set of cars there, getting off into no man's land, and had a real struggle with it, and he got into Cryo Wolf's lane. And that would be a cause for DQ anyways, but Kyle Seasock upside down here at Grayson Bennett Stadium in his first run out.
We also got Jonathan Robinson pulling a Cole Trickle from Days of Thunder, coming back down backwards.
All righty, so, well, I appreciate that, Mr. Bradshaw. Anything to say about your good buddy there, Austin Spence, before I send you back up to the pit area?
Spence, you just got to drive straight, bud. You know, you didn't even hit the second car stack. I'm very disappointed in you.
All righty, bud. And he's back. Austin Spence, I think you're moving on, buddy. I'm not 100% sure on that quite yet. Yes, you are moving on.
I'm questioning on that call too, because it was sloppy over there on my end. Like I was up on the converter. As soon as I got to no man's land, the truck kind of pulled over to the middle lane a little bit, and I just had to let off. So I'm not sure what kind of problems they were having over there over in the far left lane, but I remember looking over out of my driver's side, and next thing I know, our good buddy Kyle Seasock is flipping over, and he is up on his end, Mr. Highlight Reel himself.
So Violent Impact got a little bit squirrely in no man's land and started heading towards his opponent's lane. And he had to check up, and then he tried to recover from it, and it just didn't work out for him. So he might be able to get that truck repaired. We're going to have to check with our track official, see if he's coming back.
I mean, at this point, you know, we know Kyle was in a bit of a rush to kind of hurry on up and get his butt in here to be a part of this amazing event with all of us tonight. Well, I appreciate, you know, with the time crunch that he was able to get out here, but, you know, I think he should have took more than like 2 seconds to look at the map and realize, I should probably get off the throttle just a little bit early so I don't have to worry about completely tearing up my truck.
Well, the track official's also looking at some stuff. Did you hit the second ramp?
No, I didn't. I was trying to say that I missed the second ramp. I had to check up because I didn't want to run into Prawn. That's why I was saying it looked like Power Surge would be the one that got second place. But before I could say anything, I got brought up back into commentary. So not entirely sure what the call is, but hopefully our tech official will make the proper call and, you know, either send me and Kyle back out there for the next round, or if I get the
That's what they're going to do. So they're going to DQ you. So you're going to take that 1L right there. It's not a DQ, but they're going to give you the 1L right there. And Power Surge and Cryo-Wolf's going to move forward in the winner's bracket.
All right. Well, I guess I got to head back on down to the pits and get Motor City fired back up. Wish me luck, buddy.
And hold it straight this time.
I'm going to try.
And I'm going to bring my buddy Bradshaw back in here. So my understanding is that Austin Spence took an L on that one. He's going to be moving over into the losers bracket. So I brought Bradshaw back down here with me, the Monster Truck Canucker. And what are we looking forward in this next race?
I'm looking forward to Spence to actually, you know, drive a little bit straighter. Maybe, you know, hit the, you know, last car set, you know, how he should.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you would think, you know, all this power in these trucks, some guys you should just kind of tone it down, and a lot of people they don't, and it's causing some issues with them.
Well, before, you know, we get to this race, I just want to say thank you to you and the Beam Motorsports crew for, you know, giving us such an amazing time with the Community Clash and ending off with the, you know, 4-wide race here. You know, I've been doing this a long time. You know, I've brought that up over the season, and you know, this has been the funnest time I've ever had in virtual monster trucks, and I can't wait to keep on going with you guys. You know, all the crap we talk, it's all fun. It's all fun for us, you know. And
absolutely.
Thank you guys and the Beam Motorsports crew just for the amazing times we've had.
So we are looking at doing something a little bit different. It's still in the planning phases. We haven't quite nailed out all the details on it. A lot of people have asked us about replica trucks, the old trucks from back in the day. So we were talking about doing something with them. We're also thinking about sometime later this summer possibly bringing back round 2 or season 2 of the Community Clash. So if you guys want to get out here and try to run with the big dogs and run what you're seeing right here, these guys right here are top notch when it comes to just, they put on a great show. They're good, strong competitors. They like to learn. So there's all kinds of things that can be done with this mod, and we're trying to explore all of those. We're just waiting to see what we got coming forward. So this is going to be the first run of the losers bracket. So it's going to be Motor City Madman, Violent Impact, Howler, and War Stallion coming back for the next run here. And whoever loses out of this, so how we've been doing this is the first 2 people to cross the start finish line move on, and the last 2 obviously go into what we call the losers bracket. So these guys right here are on their last chance. You got to go at least 1 of 2 into the next round. So 2 of these guys are going on the trailer.
Well, hey, we got a Ford and Chevy battle here. We got the Chevys on the inside lane and the Fords in the outside lane. And Austin Spencer is in lane 1, the lane that I was running in. So hopefully he's going to find some luck in that lane.
We're going to see what these guys can do. They've seen the track. They know what to expect of it now. So all bets are off once that light turns green out there.
Trucks up on the converters there with
absolutely.
the RPMs. About to get going here.
Have a little trouble getting Howler staged up over there. Once Howler locks in, they'll be good to go. These boys are ready to rip on the converters, building heat in the engine, trying to get as much power as they can out of the things.
Let's see who's going to get the whole shot.
There's the green right there.
Austin Spence and Bucket there getting. Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Man, they wadded it up into the wall down there at the end. I don't know how they're going to call this one. That looked very painful.
This series never ceases to provide some good action, and it looked like Spence and Kyle Seasock there came across the line at the exact same time.
And I think the one that stayed up was the last one to come across the line. I'm not entirely sure about that. I was trying to watch what was going on with the 3 flipping over end down here at the end of the track. So we'll have to wait to get an official word on that one.
Yep, the Beam Motorsports officials are going to have a tough time with this call. I'm stoked on this. Like, monster trucks just are played awesome.
Alrighty, so the word I'm getting is it's Howler and the War Stallion are going to be the ones that are going to move on.
Spence, why?
He gave it one heck of a run, though. I mean, he was hanging it all on the line there.
If he only would have kept that thing on the rubber side down and the shiny side up, like I said in the Crush This podcast, he would have been moving on.
And he's not. And I think you're getting close to being time to get back in the seat, too. So I'm going to send you back down to the pit area so you can get ready for your next matchup, bud. Appreciate you coming up here with me.
Hey, anytime, man. I love this stuff.
Speak of the horn, and there he is, Austin Spence. Man, what happened with that one?
I zigged, Kyle zagged, and it was just one big mess at the very end there. I mean, the crazy thing is, it looked like it was extremely violent on my end, but my truck actually wasn't nearly as bad as poor Kyle's truck was. So, unfortunately, I am completely out for the night, which is fine because, I get to stay up here and commentate with you, good buddy. Rudd, our track official, officially said, hey, man, you wrecked, you're done, you're out. It is what it is. But, hey, I'm just glad I was able to come out and compete again. It's a lot of fun running with these guys. We have such an awesome community, a great group of members that love to come out and hang out with us. So I'm not too mad. Motor City Madman will be back eventually. But now, Ben, we got more racing. Look at this lineup. Gibbs is coming back out, coming out in lane number 1 in Axeman, followed by another truck we had wrecking earlier in Mad Viking and the Silver Bullet in lane number 2. Lynn Rivera's making another comeback, able to get both tires put back on that truck, and North Star Nomad taking lane number 4. And I believe we're waiting on one more truck.
We're waiting on Dominic Hocut and Dominator 2. Like I said, was telling Bradshaw in the last go-around, this right here, this is the last chance for these guys. So 2 of these guys are going on the trailer. We're just going to have to see who it is. I think if Gibbs can take it easy, just kind of calm down a little bit and take it easy, he might advance in this one. But he's got 2 stiff competition trucks over there in North Star Nomad and the Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet, a little bit of damage in a truck in his first race. Looks like he's got everything put back together, but I wonder how damaged that truck actually is.
You're absolutely right. And honestly, the thing is, as much crap as I like to give Gibbs throughout the season, that Hemi is no joke. He's got plenty of power. He's great in a straight line. It's just the turning aspect that's always been kind of his kryptonite throughout the season. But if I was a betting man, Silver Bullet and Axeman are going to be ones moving on. But sounds like they're on the converter. I don't think Dominic Hocut and Dominator 2 is going to be able to make the call. So it looks like we're only going to be running three wide for this event here. Waiting on the tech official. Once they hit the lights for the Ambers, all 3 of our competitors are ready. They are on the converter. They're getting heat in those engines. They're ready to rock and roll. Ambers are lit.
So they have 30 seconds on the clock. After the lights turn amber, they have 30 seconds for Dominic Hocut to actually make it to the line. And I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be able to make it or not. I know he's having a little bit of trouble. He's in that big, huge snow range out there in Smithfield, North Carolina. So I'm hoping there's not too much damage to him and his family from the snowstorms and stuff. We're enjoying this beautiful weather out here on the West Coast. I'm telling you, absolutely gorgeous stadium.
I know we're definitely enjoying the weather here on the West Coast, but let's talk about your home state, Ben. I mean, I'm from all the way back up in Minnesota. That's where oh no, Silver Bullet with the jump.
That's going to end his night right there. Just take it easy, Gibbs. Gibbs is going to move on. Oh, Skidder stopped down there. I'm telling you, this wall down here scares me. Something awful.
I feel like we need to add some dirt, just kind of have a little banking going into where those stands are, just to be like, hey, let's back her down a little bit. I know Mad Viking can't be too happy. I mean, he's been one of the guys, even though he hasn't been topping points, he knows how to put on a heck of a show all season long for Community Clash. So I'm super cool, super awesome to see him make a debut here in the Silver Bullet. Can't wait to see that truck come back for Season 2 of Community Clash. It's going to be a riot.
Absolutely. These guys have been putting it to the wood this year. I mean, we had a lot of crazy wrecks, a lot of good racing. So, I mean, if you want to have some good racing and some good fun with a whole bunch of guys that are like-minded, this is the place for you. Beam Motorsports Community Clash. You know, you guys become the star. I just put the program together for you.
That's an understatement. Me and Ben, we get to come up here, we get to chalk jokes, you know, and just have a good time talking about you guys. And honestly, I would say, despite the racing, Ben, I think the coolest part for me is allowing everybody to kind of create their own identities, because even though one of the focal points we have at Beam Motorsports is the replica pack, you know, we're talking over 200, almost 300 replicas of real trucks that ran in this era. But we don't want to give the shout-outs. We don't want to give the fame and everything to the guys that have already made a staple in this industry. We want you guys to be part of the spotlight. So if you love what we put on here at Beam Motorsports, as far as the live streams, the events where we get to have the community come in, create their own identity, and just come out and make friends and just have a good time, this is the place to be. So if you haven't already, be sure to head on over to beam-motorsports.com, click the Discord link, join the Discord, make a few friends, build up your own identity, and just have fun with the likes of us. But Ben, enough talking about the website. We got another round of racing, and we got some heavy hitters for this round. What you thinking?
Oh, absolutely. Chris Gosler and the Mothman Whiskey Maneuver. The champ is in the building. Kai and the Everett Skybolt and Cryo going to be running the Power Surge. This one right here, I'm kind of nervous about what's going to be happening here, because Chris Gosler loves to get on the highlight reel if he doesn't win, and he's sitting right there beside Whiskey Maneuver. So this might be an interesting run right here. Kai is always a brutal competitor and will put you on the trailer as fast as he can, but none of these guys have lost tonight, so they'll all get one more shot at this.
I mean, technically, Cry Wolf and Power Surge kind of got the walk around because I admitted to my fault in that last round. But still, the green is off. It is go time with these 4 trucks, and it is a downright stop knocker as Whiskey Maneuver in its second place, I believe.
Chris Goss, oh man!
Oh boy!
Somebody
Hey,
get the Beacon Fidelity
do we get
guy.
bonuses if you hit Beacon Fidelity? Where's the jingle? Play the jingle!
Oh. I will. Let me tell you, Chris Gosler actually came from behind on that one and came out second.
Hey, wait, can we get a picture of Everett Skybolt next to the Beacon Fidelity logo? I think that alone is like perfect advertising.
Well, I know our track official said he was going to record all of these replays for me, so I might have some good footage from this for one of my source footage videos or something like that once it's over with. But, man, Crywolf took a huge hit in the wall, too. And he might be able to get that repaired, but Kai, man, he is up in the stands.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It looks like the well, let's see. If he's upside down, looks like it'd be the right side of that truck. It's got tangled up in the railing there in the stands. I think our good buddy Bobcat Designs that went through and spent hours and hours designing this track isn't going to be too happy that we are abusing this beautiful venue as much as we are. I think we might need to go back into the playbook and maybe make some altercations for next time we come here to the Mall House, if they'll have us.
Absolutely. I mean, man.
that was rough. That was a rough run right there.
No,
we
so
talking about making the highlight reel. Holy crap!
So the funny thing to me is Chris Gosler came off the line extremely slow. He took it super easy over that hill, and as soon as his truck settled down, he was gone. He made up so much ground on the other 2 competitors that he was fighting for second for. He literally flew past them in the air coming to the finish line.
It was absolutely incredible. It really was. But man, dude, I don't know who I could choose for this one either. I gotta say, I absolutely love our community and the type of members and people that come on out and be a part of this, because we got another all-star lineup. Check this out. We have got Pasture Pounder Joe Lobus out there in lane number 4. Always stellar, always consistent driver. Unfortunately, kind of joined in the series a little bit late. I would argue if he joined in when it first started, he would probably be up in the top 3. Moving on over, we got number 3 actually in the point standings, which was Bradley Shaw and Smash Squad. Then you got Eli, number 2, and then you've got old Josh McClung, Bobcat Designs, Offspring, and Beach Party. I mean, all 4 of these guys are stellar competitors, and it is going to be an insane race. Looks like we got all 4 trucks lined up, and we are going to be waiting for the green light.
Yeah, Beach Party is another one of those. If he doesn't take home the win, he's getting on the reel for sure. At the other 3, man, this one's going to be too close to call right here at the end, especially if they can hold it together all the way down the track. It's going to be a good race right here.
Like you said, that's if they can keep them all together all the way down to the end of the track. I mean, this is a no-holds barred, and green is go. And this is going to be a fast one. Looks like Pasture Pounder. He misses a final stack of cars. We're going to have to go back to the replay because I think Bradshaw might have also one tire going over that final stack of cars. That might be Beach Party.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for an official call on that because them boys were all kinds of out of control. Joe Lobus has the exact same problem that I do, making so much power out of that big Ford motor up underneath the hood of that thing that it just pushes him wherever it decides it wants to go. If it wants to go that way, it's going that way. It doesn't matter what you do or what you say. That's where it's going.
Hey, Ben, was this the first race that all 4 trucks were able to drive off the track?
Absolutely, and it's a great sight to see, man. I mean, we haven't had anything like that so far tonight, and I'm surprised they got it stopped. Joe Lobos was making so much power. I thought he was out in the lead too. That's the surprising thing. But the thing just pulled hard right, and he completely missed the last set of cars.
Hey, to be fair, I had that exact same issue over there in that far lane and lane number 4, so I get it. But man, whatever he is running as far as gear ratios or whatever he's got going on in Pasture Pounder, I need that from Madman because that thing was a rocket.
Man, he was gone, and then Eli was being just as smooth as he could be. Once the other two in the other lanes kind of fell off by the wayside, he went ahead and snatched a win there. I'm waiting on the official word there about the beach party trucker. Is he going to move on, or is it going to be somebody else? I'm still waiting on a word. Man, great racing here so far tonight.
Oh yeah, it has been super, super fun. Man, how many more we got in the brackets right now? You have the sheet with you right now. What do you mean you can't tell me? You're the one that's in charge of all this. What do you mean you can't tell me? You're the one that has the whiteboard, the paper clips. You're the one that has everything in control. I'm up here running up and down these flights of stairs, back and forth from the pits and up here to do commentary with you, and you're telling me you don't have everything under control?
Oh, I got everything under control. So they're saying Smash Squad is gonna move on. That he did get both front tires up on the ramp when he came over the last set of cars. He might have fell off the stack, but that's what it's looking like to me on trackside here.
So for those that are not paying attention, Ben, why don't you go ahead and explain the 2 and 2 rule that we implemented this season?
Well, it's always been a part of monster truck racing, really. One of my heroes from my childhood, Jim Kramer, actually made a small little video clip explaining it. So basically, what the 2 and 2 rule means is that your 2 front tires must impact the obstacle that you are coming to. So if it's a ramp or if it's an iron wall of a car or a mound, your front 2 tires have to hit the object. So the other part of the 2 and 2 is at least 2 of your tires must maintain contact with the obstacle that you're running over. Now, the only time that doesn't apply is when you're clearing the vehicles themselves. So that's what that's all about. 2 and 2, 2 front tires, and 2 tires must maintain on the obstacle.
Yeah, so with that being said, after all the reviews in the back from our tech official, Rudd, it looks like everything came up green for Smash Squad. So our residential Canadian, the Monster Truck Canucker, Brad Shaw, will be moving on to the next round. So kudos to him.
Alrighty, so we're moving on into the next little bit of it. It's going to be the Howler, War Pony, Everett, Skybolt, and Power Surge making the next run of the losers bracket, or if this is a win or go home scenario for these guys right here.
So basically, if you guys are tuning in, we'll just use this as more or less video game logic. In tonight's event, for a double elimination, essentially you've got 2 lives. If you lose out in a race, that is 1 life gone. So these guys, they've all lost at least 1 time this evening. So 2 guys are moving on and continuing their fight for a chance to win here at the Mall House. 2 guys are going back on the trailer and calling it a night.
And it's a really stout lineup right here. You got Howler and Power Surge over here nearest to the camera, and then you have the War Stallion and the Everett Skybolt over on the other side of the track.
I would like to point out, with all the times that you give me crap for mispronouncing a truck's name, you called him War Pony as he was coming out with this new identity.
Well, my paper says War Pony. It's the War Stallion.
Don't worry, the third truck he comes out with will probably be War Clydesdale or something like whatever other kind of horse he wants to mimic it for. Regardless,
sponsored
2 of
Budweiser.
these guys are moving on. Yeah, there you go. The Clydesdale sponsored Budweiser truck. I love it. Speaking of beers, we want to give a huge shout out to one of our main sponsors, Beam Beer. Quench your thirst. We actually have a truck that should be coming out eventually in the future. That is actually a Beam Beer sponsored truck, so be sure to keep a lookout for that. Looks like we got all trucks on the converter. Ambers are lit. Let's go racing. Who is moving on and who is going home?
Man, I tell you what, Everett Skybolt gets off the line really fast, and he's going to move on. And Power Surge is going to move on too.
Oh, he's on
Oh!
He almost hit the banner. If I was Power Surge, I'd be going back and replacing those brake pads because those suckers are gone. He was able to get on the brakes just before nicking that wall.
Man, that was an incredible piece of driving by Crierwolf, getting that thing woed down there in the shutdown. All of them, as soon as they come over the cars, they are slamming on the brakes trying to get it stopped down there. And a lot of times this evening it hasn't worked.
You ain't lying. But hey, Power Surge is moving on to the next round. What a good come up from no man's land. So we're going to be seeing the Everett Skybolt and Power Surge coming back in the next round. Tough break for the War Stallion, Ben. And
yeah,
the Howler.
War Stallion.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
going back on the trailer. Well, Ben, for this being our first ever Winter Nationals event, what's your takeaway so far? I mean, we've had a lot of just nonstop action, a lot of chaos and carnage, to say the least. What are you thinking so far? You think they're going to want us to come back next year?
Oh, definitely not. I mean, I think our insurance premium is well used tonight.
All right. So what you're saying is, as soon as we are done here tonight, we need to hurry up, pack up, get all this stuff shoved in the van, and get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here looking over the comments from our live stream. Somebody told us that we need to work on our Army Armstrong impressions. You know, I will never claim to be Army Armstrong. That's for damn sure. Can do a great Brett Kepner. Oh yeah, we got a cigarette sponsor. We haven't talked about them. Redline cigarettes. You got to live at the limit. That's another. If you look in a couple of spots when you watch some of our streams, you'll see some of the Redline cigarette ads and stuff like that around the thing. It's all part of the lore for BeamNG. Just some things we thought along the way. You know, you need that kind of stuff to keep the thing going, and we have all these colorful names and colorful trucks out here. We've got to have something to go with it.
Absolutely. And needless to say, the personalities behind the trucks really make this community what it is. I mean, every single one of these guys, we talk to them in our spare time. Everyone's just a very colorful and different individual, especially that Gibbs guy. He is a heck of a talker. He will talk your ear off to no tomorrow when it comes about diesels or Caterpillars. Awesome dude to talk with, and especially that Joe Lobos guy. He knows his way around an engine for sure. Everybody here at Beam Motorsports that is a part of the community is just such a heart. It's like a massive brotherhood. It's like a massive family, and we love that everybody is a part of it. But unfortunately, Ben, brotherhood or smotherhood, when that light hits green, it is war.
Gibbs absolutely sent the thing.
Hold on, Gibbs.
Joe Lopez.
Okay, he's stuck in a win. Up, Young McClung up and over. And it looks like it's going to be Pasture Pounder moving on to the next round, along with North Star Nomad. Gibbs airing it out there. There's just so much power in that old Dodge truck, Ben. Let me tell you. I mean, Ben, old Gibbs has got that truck fired up to kill. I don't know what he's got in that thing. I don't know if you upgrade that 426 to some other kind of monstrosity from the Mopar Hemi Camp. But that thing has got way too much torque and way too much power for its own good, because he skied that thing over that first set of cars. As one of the great commentators in this monster truck industry, that is some serious elevation, Holmes.
I will say, man, he absolutely sent it over that mound. I don't know if he was attempting to do that or if his pedal stuck to the floor or what it was, but he absolutely sent it straight up over that mound and almost landed on the car stack as he was coming down and just trying to get a hold of it. He was having some serious problems with it.
Oh, Lord, Ben, this next matchup, this right here I would more or less put this, if we were making brackets like this was March Madness, this would be my Final Four, what is coming out right now. This is going to be alone, as you like to say all season long, the price of admission. These four are probably some of the hardest running individuals that we've had all season. You coming out first, you've got our points champion, Jonathan Robinson in Whiskey Maneuver in lane number 2. Chris Gosler in the Mothman. Then you got Eli in the TMNT. And you've got Bradshaw, the monster truck Canucker.
This right here is 1, 2, and 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, and 5 in the points, if I remember correctly. There was a little bit of jockeying around there at the very last event, somebody didn't show up, and I think somebody got jumped in points. But this one right here should be for all the marbles. I think you're absolutely right. But two of these guys got to lose.
Two of them got to lose, but honestly, I don't think anyone's going to let off here. I think we're about to see some scrap metal at the end of this run.
I mean, we've seen enough scrap metal to build two or three other trucks in the course of the night so far. So
I may or may not have contributed.
We might just be adding to the pile here.
I think our next venue for the next Nationals should be a junkyard, just so that way we know we could just toss everything off to the side.
Now these guys are staged up. The tension right here between these guys, you could cut it with a knife right now.
Oh, Bradshaw jumped. Bradshaw jumped on the ambers.
The nerves got a hold of him.
And it's going to be, oh no. Chris Gosler goes over. Whiskey Maneuver and TMNT are moving on to the next round. Mothman and Smash Squad have been eliminated. Mothman going for quite a ride there at the end of that run.
Well, he hasn't been eliminated yet per se. That's his first loss of the evening there in the Smash Squad. But he choked hard right there.
For whatever reason, Jonathan Robinson and Whiskey Maneuver is testing out his reversing ability. Apparently he's wanting to make a point that he is the world's greatest backwards driver.
Well, he's a backwards guy himself.
Ain't that the truth?
Are y'all selling T-shirts after the show? Yeah, I think we done sold all the T-shirts we brought.
We definitely need all that we can get, because good Lord above, this has been one action-packed, eventful night here tonight. It has been just one crazy run after another. I do seriously think we have only had one race where nobody flipped and everybody was able to drive off the track. Not saying that they're going to be able to drive back into the trailer after the entirety of the event, but that just goes to show the true competitive nature that we have here with all of our good friends here at Beam Motorsports.
Yeah, we're trying to get everything sorted out here. We got one more run from the losers bracket. Mothman, yeah, I believe Josh McClung, I heard him saying that that Mothman choked it away on that one. He might be right about that.
You ain't lying. Something about all those coins, from what I hear, is what he was choking on. Anyway, let's see. We've got Everett Skybolt coming back out in lane number 4. Power Surge going to be taking to lane number 1. Joe Lobus is coming back out again, and he's going to be taking lane number 2 in Pasture Pounder. And Lynn Rivera and the North Star Nomad will be taking on lane number 3.
This one's a good matchup right here, too. Joe Lobus has been running really strong all night long, and he had that little bit of a hiccup there coming into the last set of cars. I don't think he's had time to make any kind of corrections. He's just going to have to adjust how he drives the thing. And Cryer Wolf's been hanging in there by a thread all night long. So Kai's got a lot of power in that Ford Everett Skybolt over there in the far lane. Been doing some serious dry hop looking action coming off the line. The truck just kind of leaps out onto the track. And then North Star Nomad, been a strong competitor all evening as long, but wadded it up one time. So whoever doesn't come in first or second on this one, they're going to be put on the trailer.
You know, I'm just going to put this out here. I don't know if we have any of the university credentials or higher ups here, but I would highly recommend investing your guys' selves into an auto body program. We definitely here at Beam Motorsports keep you guys busy.
There's the green right there. This set right here is off and running. Lobus tried to take it a little bit easier. Both the trucks in the right lane. Oh, Everett Skybolt upside down and damaged. I'm not sure how they're going to call this one. Everett Skybolt, that's a lot of damage over there to Kai's truck. Man, he absolutely floored it. Lynn Rivera took the win on that one, or at least the first place win. And if Kai can make it back, he would take the win. But Lobus came in third. I'm not exactly sure how the track official's going to call this one. We're going to have to wait for a word on that one.
We got broken tires, we've got flat tires, we got a truck flipped upside down. I'm starting to think this is the second time that Everett Skybolt has landed on its lid over by that Beacon Fidelity sign.
Make sure people are getting pictures of that out there, because
Oh, I definitely did. Thank God I got like a 18K zoom on my camera phone. I made sure to take pictures of that. That definitely will be going up on the socials later.
Absolutely, yeah. Somebody in the comments said, "Get him out of that truck. He's probably dead." I hope not. Kai, there goes Kai. They got him flipped over. Man.
Oh man, Ben, we've got just carnage after carnage after carnage. Like these guys just don't know when to quit. I almost feel like next season we just need to forlong all the monster trucks and just do demolition derbies, because apparently that's what these guys are good at, is destroying stuff, not so much racing it.
Well, that's what happens when you try to pack as much power into a truck. You know, when we were discussing the rule book for the original series of races, we pretty much left everything wide open because we wanted to see what everybody could do with the mod. And in some ways it paid dividends. We found a couple of issues with it from guys doing things. I mean, at one point the small block Chevy and Ford were way more powerful than the big blocks, and we got that settled out. A lot of suspension issues and changes and fixes have been done to give you all the product that you're getting now. I mean, basically they're beta testers for the mod.
I'm just curious as to where we're going to be for next year. Like, how much in advancements are we going to be making just as we move forward? We've already been talking about one of the major things, if you aren't a part of our Discord, I highly recommend it, because in screenshots, what is in development is different wheelbase lengths for different variations, whether it's extended cabs, short beds. So you're going to have shorter wheelbases, longer wheelbases, different body styles of trucks that we're going to be implementing. So I'm curious to see where we're going to be at further down the year in advancements in Beam Motorsports as we go on. But it looks like somebody is ready to rock and roll. That's Chris Gosselaar and Mothman. He's ready to go at it one more time here at the Mall House.
Well, I'm looking at the bracket. They're actually going to let Everett Skybolt. This is almost like, what's his name? Not Dave Wyzorek, Wayne Smozanik in Nightlife when he flipped the truck in Canfield all those years ago. It's almost a similar situation. Is that truck even safe to be running? Smash Squad, let's see if he can redeem himself from the choke job that he put on in the last run that he made, where he absolutely red lighted, dealing with the number 1 and number 2 in the points. The pressure got to him a little bit. And of course, Lynn Rivera over here put the wheel back on his truck, get back out here, see if he can actually do something with this.
And I'm looking over here at Everett Skybolt right now. Obviously, they didn't have time to just reset the truck. The frame is bent. The bed is all hacked up. You got all kinds of twists and all kinds of issues here mechanically with this truck. But for whatever reason, our tech official is like, nope, it's good enough to go. Strap back in, fire the truck up, and basically hold on for dear life. I tell you what, though, if we need somebody that needs a Beacon Fidelity sponsorship, I think Everett Skybolt has earned that here tonight.
Absolutely. They're up on the converters and ready to go.
Lynn Rivera jumped on Ambers. Bradley Shaw going for a wild ride. It is going to be Everett Skybolt and Mothman in the far right lane.
I was wondering what happened to Bradley Shaw there. He was with him, and then he wasn't all of a sudden. He must have had a wild ride back there.
Not sure what happened. I think the anxiety and the excitement kind of got to him. Lynn Rivera, unfortunately, jumping at the Ambers. Chris Gosselaar showing off the true power nature in that old truck. Mothman moving on to the next round. Same with Everett Skybolt.
I'll tell you something interesting about Mothman. He has not made one single change to that truck all year long.
I feel like he's blowing smoke. I think he's secretly doing stuff behind the scenes. There's no way Chris Gosselaar is just that good with a single tune that he has had in that truck. I seriously think that he's just, giving us false hope, false lies, if you know what I mean.
Alrighty, so I'm looking through the comments again. If y'all haven't watched the other Community Clash events that we had, we did a 10-week stretch or 10-event stretch where it's nothing but live streamed videos. We did all kinds of interesting courses, and all these guys that you see racing out here tonight qualified for those events, whether it was one or all of them. So, go check those out. They're actually some great things to watch.
Absolutely, and especially if you want to talk about favorites, these two right here that were first ones to come out had an absolute brawl. And actually, Ben, is this our final round of racing?
This is our
it?
final round of racing, but this was the question that I posed to our track official before the event. So Whiskey Maneuver and Eli, I believe, are the two that have not lost yet.
You're absolutely right.
So
if somehow they get knocked out, do they get to come back again?
I believe so. I believe that was the call that we made.
Is this going to come down to eventually? This will come down to the final 2 trucks to face off.
Yes. So
or is this it?
So if Eli and Jonathan Robinson finish 1-2, these two will go head to head out here to see who's the champion.
Single elimination, no dual elimination.
Right. It'll be a one run and you're done if those two finish in 1-2.
I tell you what, man, you want to talk about the very first season that we've done here at Beam Motorsports and Community Clash, and these two amped up a rivalry I did not see coming. I mean, everybody was gunning for Eli. He always had that truck on kill every single weekend. Then Jonathan Robinson comes out originally in a truck. It was called like Rebel's Revenge, and then he switched over to this beautiful truck, Whiskey Maneuver, and he's just had this thing on point, on kill. So much so that he actually skipped an event because he was so far ahead in points and he was confident going into the final event that he didn't need to be a part of it. And he managed to come out on top and be our points champion. But this is just all for the marbles. This is either your revenge event or this is you got something to prove or something to show off or what people to look forward to next year. But these are our top 4 competitors from all 16 double elimination. It all comes down to this. Who's coming out on top?
And there's the green right there. All of them get a pretty nice smooth run up over the hill. Eli's out into a little bit of a lead. I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh, man.
Well,
we don't have enough medics to keep running down here and checking on these guys, so I think we're just going to leave him where he sits. I'm waiting on an official word about that one right there. I'm not entirely sure about Eli's last run up to the ramp there.
we're just waiting because
the track official says it's clean to him. I think that means Eli is going to be your winner tonight.
Eli and TMNT is the Winter Nationals 4-wide champion. Obviously, we said that we'd bring him back for a 1v1 run, but considering the amount of carnage and damage we have out here tonight,
absolutely,
all 4 trucks parked up here. I think we should have a chance to interview all 4 of our finalists here, Ben. Just give them a chance.
So I'm gonna start with our buddy Kai. And Kai, that was an incredible run that you just put on it. Man, you had a long, hard fight to get here tonight. Maybe he doesn't feel like talking to me. All right.
I think he might be a little vocal, little camera shy. I understand.
All righty.
He may have hit his head a few times.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'm
sure his roll bar has dinged him on the head a couple of times here tonight. I'm looking for him. There he is. All right. Here's our buddy Chris Gosler. Chris Gosler, man, you also had a hard road to get here tonight. But you've come out on top. I think that's a second or third place finish for you, bud.
Well, we're kind of debating that right now because I'm really not sure. Because I had a bad bounce in the race. I had the truck steered enough I was able to pull. I don't know if I got second or third, but I know the important thing is it was left all out on the track. Everything was there. We had a great season. It was a great time. It was a little bit emotional lining up for that final time, knowing that this was making it to the final race. That's truly an honor, getting into the final race of these events. Just that I'm proud of that, and I'm happy.
We love to hear that, man. You've been one of those top competitors all season long. Obviously, you kind of had a bit of a rough start early on, especially it seemed like early on you and Kyle Seasock were more or less competing for the king of the highlight reel, and you definitely didn't, disappoint for sure with Mothman. But man, that bad bounce tipping up and over into the poor Poland sled. I know the Poland guys aren't going to be too happy with you, but honestly, I know the fans love it. They're on their feet. That's what it's all about.
Hey, man, that is why I'd like to take a word and thank our sponsor, Beacon Fidelity, for ensuring that pulling trailer for just these issues like this. It's a great time. Great people.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, is there anything else you'd like to say to the amazing people that are tuning in and watching tonight before we sign you off and talk to our final 2?
Only other thing I'd like to say is I'm thankful for everyone who competed. Appreciate everyone being here. And as always, BeamMotorsports.com is the place to go. The best place for this, where this mod is housed. All these skins will be up on the website here later for everyone to kind of get. And everything that we do is going to try to be up there. So BeamMotorsports.com is the place to go.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Chris.
Alrighty, let's see who else we can get down in here. Let's go talk to the champ. Well, he's a bridesmaid again tonight. Well, champ, you didn't quite pull it off, buddy.
I don't know. That last hit was a little questionable. But I'll take it. If that's the track official's call, I'll take the second place.
Hey, you know what? Coming out on top, and you and Eli had such a battle throughout the entirety of the season. To see you two line up in the final four, literally in the finale, you can't ask for a better, almost Cinderella story to this. So you both have some kind of a championship under your belt. But man, what a heck of a ride! What a heck of a road, coming up to getting to this point. I got a chance to line up against you, and this track is no joke. I know a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's just straight line, it's no big deal. But I mean, this track is an absolute monster.
Oh no, you had like 4 different elements to it. You had to be able to stop, you had to get it over the final set of cars with some speed, and that start, if you didn't hit the roller right, that second set was dangerous.
Absolutely. And as you can see, we might need to talk about adding a little bit more shutdown for the next time if we're allowed to come back next year, because we had a lot of trucks, a lot of carnage, you included, but it looks like your truck's going to be able to flip back over and get on out of here. But hey, man, we love seeing Whiskey Maneuver come on out here. Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks that are tuning in and watching?
Appreciate you watching the product. We hope that we delivered the show that you were hoping for, and we hope to give you some more.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Jonathan. We really appreciate you, buddy.
Alrighty, let's drag it down here.
Last but not least.
Alrighty, the 4-wide champion of the night is going to be Eli, man. And, man, you had a lot of stuff to contend with here this evening. A lot of drivers acting a little bit crazy. You get behind sometimes, and you got to pull it out there at the end, and you're standing alone here on top of the mountain.
Yeah, I don't know how they got enough money to fix all their crap, especially in between runs, man. We got hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage, but hey, these guys are here to win. I finally beat Braun. I'm happy. And so, looking forward to next season. For now, we enjoyed a victory.
Absolutely, man. Hey, it's well-deserved. I know you guys put up a heck of a fight throughout the community clash and came up short, but hey, you were standing tall, like Ben said, here at the Mall House, home of the Black Bears. But this is home to the very first Winter Nationals champion, Eli and TMNT, dude. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Absolute madness here at the Mall House. Man, I'll tell you what, it has been a crazy, crazy night.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've been seeing, but my phone has been ringing off the hook. Thank God I put it on vibrate, Ben, because we have a lot of people that want to have a word with us before we pack it in and call it a night here at the Madhouse. But I don't know about you, but I kind of want to just grab our stuff and get the heck out of here before we have the officials come up and potentially hand us some papers, if you know what I mean.
I already got the helicopter running in the background, buddy. I'm well on top of it for you there. We're getting out of here.
When in the world could we afford a helicopter? I came here in a Kia Soul for a rental, and you got airlifted in here. What in the heck?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, we need to talk. We need to talk to the officials, but
hey,
the bigwigs up in the office.
You got the Kia Soul because you were competing tonight. I was the one on the luxury jetliner getting over here to this side of the country.
This is some bull. I gotta have a conversation with somebody. But listen, Ben, this was an absolute blast as always. I'm almost kind of sad that this is gonna be our last live stream for a while before we decide to come up with something else.
Yeah, we do got quite a few things on the burner we're keeping an eye on, and some things that we need to work out the glitch and the bugs out of before we actually attempt to run it again. But I mean, it won't be very long. We'll be back on the air with these guys.
Exactly. We're going to be back. We're going to be coming back with some more live streams, whether it's going to be another community clash. We're going to word it something differently. We got some ideas in the pipeline. Chris Gosselaar actually pitched an idea of running a certain series with the Leaf Spring stuff as well, so we'll see what he's got in mind as well. So with that all being said, for those that are tuning in, I know we sound like a broken record when we bring this up, but if you want to be a part of the action, you want to have fun with us, be sure to head on over to BeamNG.drive. check out the mod yourself, and there are links to our Discord in the bio. Be sure to like, comment all the videos and live streams that you see that we put out here on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, and we're also available on Facebook. Be sure to get a hold of any of us, whether it's me, my friend Ben, or any of the amazing guys and part of the development team. If you have any questions about getting involved with some of these events, we reach out into the virtual monster community with open arms, because we want everybody to be a part of something and have a blast doing it.
Absolutely, man. So I'm going to end this right now. I'm Benjamin Butler, and he's Austin Spence. We're going to catch you down the road, I promise you, with the Community Clash.
Remember, guys, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.